So when you look at the matchups that you have here going into this game, any specific matchups you're looking forward to in particular?
Um, I guess the kid from what's his school? Is it Simeon?
DJ Williams or Ed
DJ
Morrow?
DJ Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the dudes that's ranked higher than me, I wanna kind of go out after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you put that diplomatically, but yeah, it sounds like you're on a mission, man. And that's part of what I love about this game. You got guys that have accomplished, but are still hungry and looking to accomplish more as well. So Friday's your favorite movie, man. What makes that your favorite movie?
Friday? Oh, it's just I just love Friday.
It's hilarious, man. LeBron James is your favorite player. Talk about the rationale for that.
LeBron, I just grew up a LeBron fan. I used to watch him in high school, and I just never stopped.
Is there a more scrutinized or a more criticized guy than LeBron James in NBA basketball? I can't think of one.
No.
LeBron, if he takes the shot, he should have made the pass. If he makes the pass, he was afraid of the moment.
They always hating on LeBron.
I'll tell you what, that's a good spot to be in. Multiple rings, still one of the best players in the league. You can take that scrutiny along with it. But, hey, appreciate you joining us here, Anthony. Congrats, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll be back shortly with more Team Florida interviews. Here at the table. Keith, how's it feel to be a part of this weekend, man?
Well, it's a great experience to meet all these players from around the country, and it's a good way to play the best competition in the country.
You're out of Zion Lutheran Academy, averaged 25 points per game as well as 8 rebounds there this past season. Individually and as a team, how do you describe this past season as far as what you all were planning to accomplish and what you were actually able to?
It was a bittersweet moment since we lost in the regional finals, but my team's made a lot of strides, and I got a lot of my younger players college looks.
Yeah. That's good stuff. You can appreciate that bigger picture perspective. Obviously you want to be able to continue doing what you do individually, but the fact that you even mentioned that says a lot about the teamwork that you focus on as well. You'll be playing ball at the University of Florida, which is a program that has always taken NBA prospects and had additional looks for those that have been around them. Your thoughts on being able to take your talents to a program like that?
It's a great program to go to since Billy Donovan is a great coach, and just being in Gainesville is so amazing.
Yeah. See, it sounds like you enjoyed your campus visits there, man. When you look at Florida and the road ahead, how do you see that program fitting your specific strengths and vice versa?
Well, Coach Billy plays the perfect type of offense that's the same as my high school coach. Pick and pop with the 4-man, and he always play up-tempo type style, and he like to press.
When you look at some of the fellas that you're playing with and against here, talk about not only being able to enjoy the All-Star honors, but also using it as kind of like a stepping stone or just a good benchmark as far as where you want to move forward into when you look at the level of competition here.
It means it just pushed me harder since all these boys were top in their city, so I just want to get better and get at their level.
Yeah. And when you look at Florida, you strike me as the type of guy you're looking to compete. It doesn't matter where you're playing or what the name of your team is, but is there a little bit of an added incentive with it being Team Florida versus Team USA and here in your home state?
Nah, I just like competing. I just like playing and just getting into somebody all the time.
Kevin Durant's your favorite player. Talk about your reasons behind that.
He can score in a variety of ways, especially on the three-point line and in the post.
When you look at that Oklahoma City Thunder situation, if you're the GM, you make the decision. Do you keep Westbrook and Durant together, or how do you look at that situation?
I'll keep both of them because they both are all-stars, and they both bring revenue to the city.
I agree. I take them both. You know, they could take turns averaging 30 a night. That's a good problem to have. Now, Toy Story is your favorite movie, man. Are you in the Woody camp or the Buzz Lightyear camp?
Woody.
Me too, man. You know, Buzz is doing too much, man. All the lasers and all of this stuff, man. I ride with Woody too, man. I can appreciate that. Any specific matchups that you're looking forward to going into tomorrow's game?
Would love to guard P.J. Dozier and Tevin Mack. That's what I want to play against.
P.J. Dozier and Tevin Mack had them on for the Team USA media sessions as well, so they're going to have their hands full going up against Keystone. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. Congrats, man. Thanks for joining us here, Keith.
All right, thank you.
We'll be back shortly with more interviews. Team Florida. Us back here at RDV Sportsplex. Marcus Burnett joined by Karius Hayes, another Team Florida representative here in the All-Star Weekend. Karius, how's it going so far, man?
It's going good. I'm really enjoying it here. Everything's been well taken care of.
But what's not to enjoy here, man? We've got sunshine. We've got great facilities, Disney World right there in the backyard. You know, this is obviously your home state out of Sewanee High School. You'll be staying right here in state to play for Billy Donovan and the Gators. Talk about what made you know that was home for you.
Well, like ever since growing up, I always was a fan of Florida. I think I started going to their games like midway through my sophomore years, like when I really started to love them. I love the environment, and not only just being there on campus every now and then. When I watch them play, like basketball-wise, it's just I love the system and the way Billy Donovan coaches them. Even when I've visited there a few times, I've got to sit in on a few practices, and I really like the way they play.
Yeah. Now you averaged 20 points per game, 12 rebounds per game this past season. You know, did you check off all the boxes that you wanted to individually as well as team-wise here this past season?
Not exactly all the boxes. We didn't go as far as we wanted to throughout the year. But individual-wise, I did work on things I really wanted to, like my mid-range and dribbling a little bit.
When you look at, obviously, Billy Donovan, you know, you like his program, you like what he can do in the college setting, but, you know, what factor did some of the players that he's been able to help develop and help get to the NBA, what factor did that play for you as well when you look at that past track record?
Well, like, because the kids that come through and moved on, is like he not only develops them like as better players, but also on and off the court. Because Billy Donovan all about personality and the individual, and making sure that they have something to fall back on. So he's not all about basketball; he's all about like your personal life as well.
Yeah, Devin Robinson sat here at this same table just last year. He's there playing right now. Also, a future teammate for you, Keith Stone, is going to be there as well. Your thoughts on being able to play with Stone in that class coming in?
I just feel like we have a great class coming in. You know, I've known Keith Stone. He's played with me a few times throughout the AAU season. And just like I know him very well, and he's like a great kid. Same as Noah Dickerson. Like he's great. I feel like I already know my recruiting class when I'm going in. It's going to be a great bond. And so once we actually get to playing, that's when the real magic's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm based in the Atlanta area, so I know all about Noah Dickerson. That guy, they don't call him Twinkle Toes for any reason, man. That is an agile cat right there that can use strength also. You know, so when you look at, you know, the NCAA tournament this past year, man, what games did you enjoy watching the most? You know, how would you describe the tournament experience for you this year?
It was great. Like I feel like they did. I feel like they did good in some moments, and also like they had their rough spots. But I think like overall it was pretty good.
Yeah, man. We talk about the characters that are here at All-Star Weekend. You got your buddy Keith Stone trying to video bomb you over there, trying to distract you, man. Talk about just the fellowship that takes place at this kind of event, even though it'll be competition tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like basically any event that I've been to. It's like everybody shows up there, It's like you don't really like you may heard of some of the people, but you don't exactly know them yet.
Yeah.
But get it a few hours, and you act like everybody's your best friend. We walk around Orlando the other night, went to university, and we were just like hanging out as a team, you know, walking around. A lot of people were excited to see us.
Yeah.
You know, it was good spending time with the fellas.
Now you must be on that plan that Jimmy Butler was on this past offseason. You know, when you look at your favorite movie and your favorite TV show, you have Do Not Have One as the answer for both of those. What is that? Do you just not watch a lot of TV or movies or?
Nah, it's like I think I was busy with,
Yeah.
with schoolwork when I had got the invitation. It's like I wasn't able to fill it out, so I think my guardian, she had filled out a few spots for me.
Yeah.
As you can see, I answered on a few of them, like food and player. Yeah, I already told her that one.
I can respect it, man. I was thinking that this guy's like, look, I watch TV, I watch movies, I don't really have a favorite. Meanwhile, I'm hitting the books and I'm focusing on basketball. So, hey, I can respect it, man. But, hey, good luck to you, and congrats on making it up to this point.
All right.
You want to do a little Gator song
That's
for,
right,
for the
That's
fans
where
out
we
there?
at.
Most definitely. That's Karius Hayes. I'm Marcus Burnett. We'll be back here with more Team Florida interviews after this short break. Team Florida interview sessions. I'm Marcus Burnett. I'm joined by the man with the plan, Corey Sanders here, representing the Sunshine State. Corey, man, how's it feel to be a part of this event?
Just glad to be here, you know, and just having the chance to come out and showcase your skills one last time. It's a good feeling.
Now, last time he had a headset on and was on SUVtv, he was doing work in the Atlanta area as West Oaks had come up to play in the Verizon Hoops for a Cure Classic. I believe you guys defeated Milton there in that game, man. You went a lot of places, played a lot of ball. How does it feel to be here in your actual home state going up against some of the best in the country?
I mean, it's comfortable because, you know, you're home and you got your home fans and you got your home players that you know from your around your area that are good players. You know, we just want to prove that our Florida team can beat, you know, the team that they put together, the USA team. You know, we're confident, we're strong that, you know, we're going to come in and handle business. So, you know, it's a good feeling to be here and play against some top players.
Now, how much of a balance is it? Obviously, when guys come in, you want to show some hospitality, you know, welcome to Florida, but then you also want to let them know, hey, on Saturday, you're going to leave Florida with an L. Talk about that balance, man.
I mean, you know, when you first get here with the players, you know, you bond and everything.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, we done seen each other before. It's not the first go-around, so, you know, everybody done got relationships already and stuff, but they already know when you get on that floor and it's game time, everything changes. I mean, we're out here competing and, you know, we want to win, so that's what we're trying to do. Everybody trying to win.
All right, it's that kind of drive that has you guys here in the first place. You're going to go on and play college ball at Rutgers University. What made you say that's the place for me?
Well, talking to my coaches and my parents, they felt like that would be the best spot for me. Their senior guard is leaving, so I come in, you know, and try to take on responsibility of trying to bring the program back up, you know, and just to bring in the future. And me and Jonathan Laurent, he's another player from around this area. We're gonna go out there and you know, just try to, you know, just bring it up. You know, everybody going to schools that are already powerhouses, but I want to go somewhere where I can be noticed for, you know, not only my talent, but also, you know, leading the team and helping a new program like on the rise.
Yeah, can appreciate that perspective, man. You averaged 18 points per game, 5 assists per game this past season. Overall, how would you grade yourself and your team after that last campaign?
I believe, you know, we had a great run. We're a great team. We won state, so we on an 18-win streak after we lost game to Taco, and I just felt like they got us over the hump. And I played well throughout the season. I feel like I had a great season too. So I just feel like my team and me, we had an overall great year.
Yeah, man. Now, Stephen Curry is your favorite player.
Yeah.
Other than him being saucy with the dribble and being able to splash from anywhere, what makes you say that that's the top guy for me?
Just the way that he gets his teammates involved too, and the way he carries himself. He has a swag on the court. He's a great player. High energy, plays defense. And I just like everything about his game.
You know, when you talked about your rationale for wanting to go to Rutgers, it really makes me think about Stephen Curry going that Davidson route and really being able to kind of make his mark there.
Yes, sir.
I definitely see a similar pipeline for you just with the way you look at things. Now, when you watched the NCAA tournament this past year, what were some of your favorite games and some of your favorite moments from this past year?
I was really just tuning on the Kentucky game because I had them going all the way, and everything was it was high motor. Everybody was out there playing. You could tell it was a different game from like the regular season and getting the tournament time. Because tournament time, everybody, you win or go home. So watching those games, it really gets me motivated, and I pay attention to everything that goes on because those could be players I'm playing against next year. So I pay attention to all that.
Student of the game. Now, when you look at this matchup, obviously you want to win, for Team Florida. Any specific individual matchups that you're really looking forward to either being a part of or watching?
I think me and Perry is a good matchup. PJ Dozier and for the guard perspective, I mean it's really a guard. The guards, every guard out there can play. So it's gonna be hard for the guards and the bigs too. They're great bigs. So it's gonna be evenly matched all around. So that's why it's gonna be such a good game.
You heard that synopsis he just provided. Big reason why you want to make sure you tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. here on SUVtv. I'm Marcus Burnett. He's Corey Sanders. Hey, man, congrats. Good luck to you.
Thanks for having me.
How do you pronounce your high school? Oviedo?
Oviedo, yeah.
And welcome back here, RDV Sportsplex. We got another Team Florida interview here underway. Matt Milon joining me. Appreciate you being a part of this this media session, man. How does it feel to be a member of this USA versus Florida Hardwood Classic?
It feels really good. I mean, there's a lot of really good players out here, and I think it's a good chance for me to kind of prove myself because, I mean, I didn't really play on, like, the big-time AAU team, so I feel like there's a good chance for me to really, like, kind of use I don't know, like a stair just to step up to kind of see where I'm at and, like, prove myself.
It's always fun being at these types of events because obviously if you're a part of it, it represents a certain level of accomplishment that you've already achieved. But in that same token, you've got guys that are still hungry and are still looking for additional goals and to really have that drive. That was the first thing that you mentioned. So it's just a prime example of the dynamic that you have here. But when you look at your senior year for Oviedo High School, you average 24 points per game, right around 4 assists per game. How would you describe this past season for you as far as what you feel you accomplished and maybe some areas you want to work on moving forward?
Well, I mean, I think we had a great year for, like, the team. I mean, we lost in the Final Four, and that was kind of disappointing because we won my junior year, so we were trying to go back-to-back. But, I mean, from, like, individually, I mean, I worked really hard in the off-season to just kind of get ready because, I mean, I figured, like, my senior year would either make or break me. And, like, just 'cause I felt like I had something to prove every game, and then I think that really helped me, like, going in. And then, like, we didn't really have a whole lot of guys on our team, so I had to, like, do it all. And then, I mean, I felt like I was ready for that, and then I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, averaging a 24-piece nugget per game. You did a good job scoring the ball, man. Now, you're committed to go to Boston College. What were some of the things that led you to make that decision?
Well, they play in the ACC, so it's a really good competition. I mean, right now they've been down a couple of years, but they got a new coach as of last year, and I think they already like doubled their wins from the previous season. And we got some other good kids coming in, and then like just a chance to play, and like once again just prove myself against the best players.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing.
Obviously, you had more important factors in your decision than the weather, but
Yeah.
you do realize you're going from sunshiny Florida to that true hawk up there in the winter. Any thoughts on the adjustment you're gonna have to make?
I mean, I gotta buy a lot of winter clothes because
Yeah.
I don't have it. Probably have like 2 jackets, and that's about it.
Yeah,
But,
that will change, my friend.
Yeah. So I mean, I figured I'd be in the gym most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
So should be warm in there.
That's good stuff, man. Especially with the way you're able to shoot the ball, easy to turn the heat on. Now,
Yeah.
your favorite TV show is The Office. Give me some, man. That show is hilarious. Give me one of your funniest Office moments or your funniest Office characters.
I don't know. I haven't watched in a long time, but I mean, I even forget the name. I like watched it during the summer, but like the boss, he's really funny.
Yeah, Michael Scott.
Yeah, Michael Scott. Michael, Jesus, that's bad. It looks bad. This is my favorite show. And I can't even remember.
You've had bigger fish to fry, man. Like being
Yeah.
able to lead your team to
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't
let
really
him
have
to.
a lot of free time. So
Earning the
Michael Scott, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, man, earning that full ride to Boston College and doing the good things you've been doing. So you definitely got your priorities straight. Manu Ginobili is your favorite player. Some of the rationale behind that.
Well, he's lefty, and you know, I just like the way he plays. His like skill level is really good. He plays the right way, and I mean, he's kind of older now, so he doesn't really do the kind of stuff that he used to do. But like back then, like I mean, back when they were like playing the Pistons and stuff in the final, like I don't know, he just kind of like surprised people with what he was able to do.
Yeah.
And I really like that about him.
Now, I'm based in Atlanta, and a lot of people are likening this year's Hawks to the Spurs and their style of play. What are your thoughts on that comparison?
Well, I mean, I think they play tremendous team basketball
Yeah.
because, I mean, the Spurs are my favorite NBA team. They've been for like, I don't know, ever since I remember like Will Smith performed like the song "Hey" at halftime or whatever, back when I was in like 5th grade or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But they've been my favorite team for a long time, and I think that like playing the right way that gets you a lot of wins because like everybody focuses on like the big time players, but if you play the game the right way, I feel like you can accomplish good things.
Yeah, and obviously the some of that Spurs pedigree is rubbed off with Coach Buchholz there in Atlanta, being from that Spurs program initially. So, yeah, you know how to pick a winner, man. Boston College is getting a good one. Appreciate you joining us here on the mic.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Team Florida interviews shortly. Marcus Burnett, we've got Chad Brown joining us here at the media table. Chad, how's it feeling to kind of tip off the Senior Showcase All-Star Weekend here?
Oh, man, it's good. You know, we are just working hard, and, we just really competing. Team Florida, we just had our practice. You know, it was a pretty good practice. We got some pretty good sets in, and I feel like we're going to be ready to go tomorrow.
How have you liked, that game tomorrow is at 2 p.m. there at the Amway Center, but how have you liked some of the other things they've had available for you guys here, aside from just that game tomorrow?
Man, it's been awesome so far, man. We went to university yesterday. We walked around. We had a guest speaker, Karius Hayes. He came to talk to us about, the NBA and how his experience was in college and what it took for him to get there. So it's been a great experience so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So it's been a blessing. So.
Now, you're out of Deltona High School. You average 18 points, 16 rebounds per game there this past season. How would you describe the season for you? Obviously, you've had great numbers, but was it what you wanted from an individual and a team standpoint?
It was a pretty good season. I feel like we came up a little short. We made it to the Elite Eight for the first time in our school history, but we came a little short to get down the states and hopefully win it all. So, it was a pretty good experience, but I think I did pretty good this season, going out there really competing against guys and just showcasing my skills and just really working hard on the floor. So I feel like this season was pretty good success, but we just came up a little short. So
now you'll be moving on and playing college ball right here in Orlando at the University of Central Florida.
Yeah.
What were some of the factors that decided you to go there with UCF?
Well, UCF, man, they recruited me the hardest out of all the other schools that recruited me. And I really like those guys over at UCF, man. Coach Jones, he's a really cool guy. He's a good coach on and off the court. He's gonna make you become a better person and not just a basketball player. Yeah. He's gonna make you a better person as well. So, and the guys that are coming in with me, Chance Taco, they're really good guys, and I feel like we're gonna build pretty good chemistry and be successful there.
Yeah, got a team that plays hard, a great coach there, Brandon Goodwin. Out of the Norcross area there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We covered him on SUVtv several times, man.
Yeah.
Were you able to kind of watch some of his games?
Yeah, I know Be Good, man. He a real good. He worked hard, man.
Yeah.
He real scrappy. He makes sure he playing defense. He and everybody all the time. He a real scrappy player. So I like the way he play, man. And I feel like we're gonna be real good next year with him and the other guys that are coming in. And we already got some good players already there, so I feel like we just gonna get to that next level.
Yeah, Brandon Goodwin's high school coach Jesse McMillan there at Norcross basketball. I'm sure he'll love that assessment of his game. They're one of the hardest playing teams there in the country, so yeah. I'm sure he can appreciate that, man. When you looked at the NCAA tournament this past year, man, what were some of the games that stuck out to you, or some of the things that you just saw just watching it?
Just watching it, man. I mean, I feel like I could see myself playing in it one day,
Yeah.
So every time I watch it, I just look at it, and it's motivation for me. It's
Yeah.
motivation for me, so when I get there next year, I know to work twice as hard to make sure I'm playing on that next level next year, or however how long it takes to get there, And I'm just gonna work hard. Me and my team, we're gonna work hard. And watching them games, it makes me hungry for it. It's like a passion for me, because I love the game. And watching them play on TV, it makes me go in the gym early in the morning, just get the work in, just so I can be there one day,
Most definitely, man. Much respect on that note. Now, Blake Griffin is your favorite player.
Yeah.
Give me some of the reasons why.
Because every time I watch him, man, his work ethic is crazy. I watch his highlight videos, not just of him playing in the games, but workouts.
Yeah.
6 a.m. workout, stuff like that. He's not just a dunker. He plays hard, and he expand his game as he playing in the NBA now. He's doing really good things. He's handling the ball a little bit, hitting mid-range, hitting threes. He's expanded his game from the first year he played in the NBA. So I really like him. He's my favorite player because he plays really hard, and he's always, working. He's never taking no time off, even when they have a break. So that's why I really like him the most.
Do you see the Clips being able to put a good run together? When you look at Blake, you look at CP3, obviously a force to be reckoned with, and then Doc Rivers and that element. Do you think this will be a good year for him in the playoffs?
I think, yeah, man. I think they're actually gonna be pretty good, man. I mean, the team that they got. I mean, with him, DeAndre Jordan, CP3, all those guys, they work hard. They a show. They put on a show, but they not just a show. They make sure they win, too. They get the job done, and I feel like they're going to be pretty good this year, so I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, that Western Conference is going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
So will this All-Star game tomorrow at 2 p.m. Chad Brown will be one of the great participants that'll be there live here on SUVtv. So, man, I appreciate you joining us. Congrats, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
We'll be back shortly with more Team Florida interviews.
Sweet, baby.
back here on SUVtv as we bring you more Team Florida interviews. This time we've got the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Taco Fall. Taco, how are you enjoying the All-Star Weekend so far here, man?
It's been a great experience. I mean, I have to see a lot of friends I haven't seen in a while. And also, it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah. Taco is out of Liberty Christian Prep, averaged 14 points and 10 rebounds per game this past season. How did you like your senior year as far as what you were able to accomplish?
This season has been really great. I've improved a lot since last year. I haven't been playing a lot, so this was really my second year playing.
Yeah.
It was really a great experience.
Yeah, and you talk about this being your second year playing. You talk about a very quick learning curve. When you started, did you imagine that you'd be at this point just in your second year?
I always had high expectations on me. Like, whenever I wouldn't do things right, I would get mad at me, but I didn't think it would work out this well, this quick.
Yeah. Now, when you look at high school ball and what you were able to do there, as well as playing with Each One Teach One and some of the travel and the summer circuit, how do you feel like both helped you get to where you are right now?
It really did help me a lot. The AAU season, that's what really helped me, because I had to play against really good competition. I had to meet a lot of people, and that really has helped me improve a lot.
Yeah. Now, when you look at your height, man, obviously you're 7'6", so there are not a lot of people that will be able to match your height necessarily. So I'm sure you have to take a lot of physicality as a result of that. How are you able to deal with that as you continue to get better?
You get used to it. Like, usually when I play, I get pushed a lot, double team and all that stuff, but that's something you get used to. I had to get used to playing with that, and that has really worked out pretty well for me so far.
And when you look at this game, how much of it is you really just wanting to enjoy your All-Star honor and what you've accomplished, and how much of it is you really wanting to make sure you go up against and compete with some of the other better bigs in the country?
I'm here to compete.
Yeah.
That's my goal. I'm not here to fool around. I'm here to compete. So.
You heard it from the man himself there. Now, you will go on to play ball at the University of Central Florida. What made you decide to stay right here and go to UCF?
It was more about trust. I trust a lot the coach, and he built a really good relation with me. He was like the first one that recruited me before anyone knew me.
Yeah.
So that built up a really good relation until the next year, where I had all these colleges, but he was really the first one. So.
How do you feel about some of the players? Obviously you look at Chad Brown, who will be going there to UCF with you, some of the players that are there currently. How do you feel about the road ahead, given the players that you'll come in with, as well as the program that you're joining?
Chad is a good kid. Chance is a good kid. And they actually have someone else, Tank. He's a junior college kid. He's going to come over too. I think we're going to be able to accomplish really great things and help UCF go far next year.
Now, your favorite player is Tim Duncan. What makes him your #1 guy?
His attitude off the court. I reflect myself to him, how he handled himself off the court and on the court. Like, you usually don't hear about him a lot.
Yeah.
And on the court, he's really fundamental. So he's not athletic, but he's an all-star.
Exactly.
Just doing fundamentals.
He's an all-star. He's a champion.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You have your comedies listed as your favorite movie. What are some of your favorite comedies or comedians?
I'm African, so I watch a lot of African comedies, and also I like American comedies. I like Chris Tucker, that's his name.
Okay, yeah.
I like Chris Rock, Kevin Hart. I like all of them.
Most definitely, man. Well, hey, Taco, I appreciate you joining us. Good luck to you moving forward, and congrats on the selection.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Team Florida interviews shortly. And welcome back here to RDV Sportsplex. More Team Florida interviews. We've got Chance McSpadden joining us here at the media table. Chance, how's it feel to be a part of this USA versus Florida Hardwood Classic?
It feels good, man, being the only kid from my city, being able to play in this game. It's just an opportunity for me to showcase what I can do. And I got good players playing with me this weekend, Chad Brown and Taco Fall. So we expect to put on the show for the fans.
Yeah, and we'll touch on Chad and Taco a little bit later. They'll be playing at UCF with you. But you out of Winter Haven High School, you averaged 23 points per game this past season. How did it stack up for you as far as what you were able to accomplish individually and team-wise?
It was just hard work, man. Playing with my teammates, trying to get everybody better, not just myself, but really keeping my team in mind, not really focusing on myself, and just being a leader and a scorer whenever I could.
As we do more and more interviews here, we really see reasons why any University of Central Florida fan on the basketball side has plenty to be optimistic about. We had Chad Brown on, Taco Fall. Now we've got Chance McSpadden representing that incoming class as well. What are some of the factors that made you say UCF is where I want to be?
Well, early in the season we had some commits commit and then decommit, and then when Chad Brown committed, that's when I knew I wanted to commit. Not only because of him, but I love the coaching staff, some of the players I knew, B.J. Taylor, Adonis Henriquez. I knew most of them already, and I just felt comfortable with the campus, and I just felt like it was the best fit for me.
You know, B.J. Taylor as well as Adonis Henriquez were also Florida versus USA Hardwood Classic All-Star members in past years as well, so definitely following in great footsteps there. Now, your favorite player is Elfrid Payton. Describe that. That's definitely a first. It tells me a lot about how you look at the game with the fact that he's your favorite player. What's the rationale behind that?
Well, I like Elfrid Payton because he kind of came from a smaller D1 school, and he really put himself out there. He worked hard to get where he's at. I mean, he didn't really look at it's just him. It's him at a lower D1 school, so he doesn't have an opportunity to make it to the NBA. I just feel like he's an underrated player that's very good. He came in the Orlando Magic, was able to start, and I just look up to him because I think we have a similar game, both same height. I think we play kind of the same way, like to dish the ball, get our teammates involved, and score when we need to.
Yeah. Now, how much of this is you being able to soak in what you've earned as an all-star here at this weekend, and how much of it is, hey, they're bringing in some of the best guys from the country, best guys from my state. It's time to lace up and go. How much of it is on? How much of each side of that is it going into this weekend?
Well, I mean, the Team USA team, they good, so I have a lot of respect for them. But when it's time to lace up on the court, I mean, Team Florida, we trying to win because we've only won 2 years in the past. So we really just trying to bring that over home for the Team Florida. We won the past 2 years, so we're just trying to get 3 in a row and just keep the tradition going.
This past year's NCAA tournament, what were some of your favorite moments or favorite games to watch this past year?
This past year, I would say I like watching Notre Dame play. Notre Dame had a good season. They beat North Carolina, Duke, and they had a chance to beat Kentucky at the end. Unfortunately, they didn't come out with the win, but I just really like the way they play as a team. And I just really look up to the way they handle every game, the way they came out serious and focused, and not worried about being the underdog.
Yeah. Any specific matchups that you're looking forward to here in this All-Star game, whether it's you versus another player or some of the matchups you just want to see?
I'm not really looking forward to no matchups. I'm just trying to have fun, really. I'm just trying to, whoever guard me, they gonna get the business.
Hey, that's the type of perspective that has you sitting here as a selected all-star for Team Florida, man. Congratulations on it, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Team Florida interviews after this short break. thanks for joining us back here at the Team Florida interview session as we're ready to wrap up with Mr. Carrie Blackshare. Carrie selected the Team Florida to take place in the Hardwood Classic tomorrow at 2. How's it been so far for you?
It's been a really good experience. I'm here with a lot of talent around here, so it was pretty fun to get to meet these guys and play with them a little bit.
You're out of Evans High School, averaged 20 and 13 this past year. Obviously a good year for you individually. How was it overall for you when you look at your team accomplishments?
I felt like my team got better throughout the year, and we made some big strides to get to the next level and reach our goals and everything. We finished up short. We didn't get a state championship or anything like that, but we made a good run in the playoffs, so that's all you guys for.
When you look at some of the post players and wing players that you'll be able to play against here in this Team Florida versus Team USA matchup, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to most when you look at being able to perform on that Amway Center floor?
Just go out there and have fun, show my versatility and everything, get to compete against some of the better guys around the globe and everything, around the country and everything. So just be a fun experience.
Now you're signed on to play at Virginia Tech University there for Coach Buzz. What are some of the things that factored into your decision to join the Hokies?
Just the lifestyle that those guys lead out there. They work very hard, and that's something that I want to be a part of. And Coach Buzz, I feel like him and the rest of the coaching staff, they're like some of the hardest working coaches in the country, and like that's what you want behind you. And I feel like there I'll get better and I'll get a great education to like be an engineer and everything at Virginia Tech.
Current Hokie Ahmed Hill was also a member of this Team Florida versus Team USA Classic last year. Now they've got Blackshare that's going to be in the pipeline as well. When you look at this past year's NCAA tournament, what were some of the elements that you paid attention to most, or some of your best games or moments that you watched?
Just the speed that those guys play with. It's a lot faster there, so I just want to pay attention to that. Watch some of the moves that they make, some of the hard cuts, like the contact that they make, just the little stuff that I can like do to be like, oh, that'll give me an advantage once I get there.
Now your favorite movie is Rudy, which is interesting. You're a 6'9" stud that's headed to play D1 basketball, but your favorite movie is Rudy. Rudy was what, 5'6", trying to make the Notre Dame football team. What made that your favorite picture?
That's one of my favorite movies because he just worked hard. Like for me, it hasn't always been like I was one of the better players. I always played up, and I was playing with older guys, and I wasn't the best. So like I can kind of relate to him in a way that he worked hard to get where he is, and I feel like that's something that I want to strive to do, and like just live a life that he did.
I tell you what, everybody loves to use the phrase "turned up" or whatever the case may be, but I think we all were amped when Rudy came around the edge and made that sack. Yeah. When he finally got to play in the game. I mean, I think you don't have a pulse if that doesn't get you amped up. So that's something that everybody can relate to there in that movie. Kobe Bryant's your favorite player, man. What makes him your fave?
I just grew up a Lakers fan, from when I was born, and then once I started watching basketball, like they were winning, so I was like jumping on him and Shaq and everything, and I felt like they had like a really good team, and he just. KB, so I'm Carrie Blackshare, he's Kobe Bryant, so I was like, that got to be a fit.
No doubt, man, the initials fit. So are you still a Lakers fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man, well, shake my hand, brother. You are a strong, dedicated fan right there, man. They're having a tough season right now. But I think when you look at what they're trying to do and trying to rebuild, what are your thoughts on the outlook? Do you think Kobe's going to ever get another team around him to be able to compete again?
I hope so. I'm praying for that. I feel like he's had a great career, and I think he's going to finish out really well.
Yeah. I mean, well, when a guy works as hard as you see him work, you don't want it to end with that injury. Even if he doesn't get another championship, I'm sure you would love to see that. We just want to at least be able to see him have a squad around him to where he can compete. He's earned that much.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, we appreciate you joining us here. Congratulations on being selected to the game, and good luck moving forward at VTech.
Thank you.
Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv for the media sessions. Be sure to watch tomorrow's game at 2 p.m. here live as well. Thanks for joining us.